And here we go. This is game 2 of Bracket Y. Right? Bracket Y. Yes. Of the AirMech double kill tournament. And this is going to be once again between Team Phenix, Burnie, and EagleShadow on the left side. Both in strikers once more. And it will be, their opponents will be WayWay and Boomhower once more. Again, both in the Apache Helix. And this time it's going to be on Twin Peaks. Lunchbox down by the Carbon team, I would assume. Also, one is, yeah, like this slot is allocated for that Lunchbox for the green team. There you go. WayWay does put it down. Pretty typical, you know, meta game at this point. Lunchboxes are so important because drops have become so effective. I mean, and they always have been very important. But if I recall, okay, you know, before when I was more of a when my knowledge was more like mid-level, because I didn't really know too much before, I noticed that, like, man, there's not too many lunchboxes. Lunchboxes kind of suck. I didn't really see the point of it, but, you know, as you get more experience, you realize how important that lunchbox is, and it looks like the green team's going immediately for the bottom. Lots of Necros. Oh, man, that's a really cool strategy. So they will be able to get a lot of units just from the killed neutrals, and now EagleShadow will be able to see this. He really needs to start to land and slash kill those neutrals, even if it's worth. I personally think it's worth the death. Oh, and he's gonna go down anyway. So if he landed and slashed and killed those neutrals, I personally really think that would have been really, really good. But the Carbon team going for top, they noticed that the green team is going for bottom, and yeah, right now. WayWay and Boomhower have already been able to secure bottom. They committed incredibly hard to the bottom, and you know, the Carbon team's kind of split right now. Oh, they're going for bottom too. They switched their fight to the bottom. Oh, I personally don't like that. You know, if you see the other team going for bottom, you've already sort of you started going for top, and you know the other team is really high skill. I would seriously recommend don't change your strategy, because at that point it will put you. Oh my God, Boomhower survived that. He did turn and burn at the perfect time. Will he be able to save his Gemini? Yes, he will. Wow, super OP, super high level, and WayWay now going for the top as well. So the green team is definitely ahead in this fight. They have the bottom right. The Carbon team hasn't even been able to grab the bottom right yet, and now WayWay already starting on the top fight has been able to take all the brutes down from that middle outpost. And at this point, the green team is ahead. It's 32-52. I'm not really sure what has been causing this dramatic difference in upkeep. I guess a lot of the green units have been killed, or no, I mean, Carbon units have been killed. I didn't really notice too many being killed, but I guess you know, the early death by EagleShadow a little bit detrimental. But this is almost a 20 unit upkeep difference. It's about 15 right now. Yes, it is exactly, or was exactly 15, because I can do math, I can subtract. But now Boomhower with a pretty good unit cluster here. 2 free T99s, a couple of free Gemini, I'm guessing. I don't remember exactly, but free Ratchet. Yep, free Ratchet. And now we do have some bombs going down. This tech pod is on the socket, but WayWay has been able to secure this top outpost fairly well. Nothing really contesting here at the top for the Carbon team. I would kind of tend to agree at this point that they should probably commit to one or the other, but they definitely need to keep an eye on this top outpost, especially because it's somewhere where they can start dropping. And Boomhower now dropping some creeps for a little bit of extra fire, but EagleShadow does land immediately. He's not going to be able to snipe that moneymaker. It does retreat pretty quickly at this point. And yeah, now we do have the artillery war. I mean, I can say it again, but we saw a very, very similar Twin Peaks game a little while ago. The first one was actually pretty good, I would say. The Fabulous Someone versus well, I forgot that team name. Drunks in Action. That was I actually did like that game. Not a bad Twin Peaks game, but the obviously the very, very, very long one, that was less preferable. But Birth is down on the field by the Carbon team, or by the green team. Also, oh, there is one down on the field by the Carbon team. Traditional artillery cluster fight now starting to go down, and bombs going down actually by the Carbon team. Is actually pretty effective. That's pretty freaking effective, I would say. Tech pod positioned pretty well for the green team. The Carbon team has their defenses positioned pretty well, also to defend their tech pod. But the one big difference here, the green team has a lot more income and upkeep. They have a lot more space for upkeep because they have that power station up top, have it well defended, and they have incredible mini-map awareness to be able to respond to anything, to any attack that EagleShadow and Burn decide to go and. You know, if they should decide to go and drop or do a small push of some kind. And what is Burnie doing? He's trying to get the tech pod, but WayWay able to grab it in time. to be able to save it, and Burn did have to retreat from that fight. More low-level artillery going down by Burn. I mean, obviously a Sonya down on the field for both teams. Oh well, a Jammer down on the field for the Carbon team. I guess it is a little bit better to save those credits, but once again, the Jammer has less health than the Sonya. I'm sorry I say once again so many times, guys, but what I'm thinking of is I've said it sometime in the past at one point in one of my videos. So. Oh god, I didn't even notice the damage down. Oh my god, a goalie drop by the green team. EagleShadow and Burn are both here, but damage going down, yeah, already, and the Moneymaker being switched out for the lunchbox already. But yeah, guys, if you have a lunchbox on the socket before the fort takes any damage, it does have a 5% overshield that you cannot see. I'm pretty sure they didn't change that, but it's always been there, so you get an extra 5%, you know, shield. So it basically generates a 5% shield regardless of how much life is taken away. I guess you can think of it that way. But actually, the Carbon team is sort of, I don't know if you can call it winning the bottom fight here, but they have more units. They definitely have more units, but there are more Berthas on the Carbons or on the green side than the Carbon side, I think, right? God, it's so hard to see in this unit cluster. I don't see any more Berthas down, but there are Archies. There's a good number of Archies, not a great number. If they want to hit that critical mass where everything dies really, really fast and is really too hard for healing units to keep up with, and we do have this honeypot on the socket, so it has really, really great range. Repositioning a little bit of micro repositioning by WayWay. And now Boomhower kind of moving up at the top. EagleShadow and Burnmaster. I'm sorry I'm calling him Burnmaster over and over again, but I'm so used to that name because I know Burnmasters from the past. So, but EagleShadow and Burn responding pretty well. Boomhower continuing the attack. The green team splitting their attention pretty well, but you know, the creeps walking by, the Longhorn, almost getting finished off. Our Eagle and Burn just bombing. At this point, they have already hit their unit cap, so they pretty much can just bomb. Oh, was their tech pod killed? Oh my god, was their tech pod killed? Was it killed by artillery? That's a little bit surprising, seeing it as it was on the socket. Oh man, they are moving goalies out. I'm a little bit confused as to why they're moving goalies out. I mean, I know that they're aware of defender's advantage. Moving out at this time, it's kind of, I mean, we saw a few. I don't want to call them bad move outs, but you know, a few incredibly shut down move outs. Pushes by other teams, you know, on the same map earlier today, and now the Carbon team can easily counterpush the green team can easily counterpush. The Carbon team has lost a lot of units down there. That was such a strange choice by the Carbon team. Maybe they were starting to get desperate. Maybe they were starting to sense that they were losing that bottom fight, and it does look like the green team's game at this point. I mean, they are going to be able to eventually take this bottom outpost. There's nothing left. It's 77-35 in favor of the green team, and yeah, man, the Carbon team is just falling even further and further behind. WayWay and Boomhower are doing such a good job maintaining control of this game, but lots of goalies actually dropped at the top. The Carbon team might be able to get this outpost neutralized and under the control sometime soon, but see, there is the priority of neutralization. Boomhower able to drop another tank. They really should. I personally would like to see them focus down that outpost, get it neutralized, so they do not have a stationing point to get heals, get more units out, you know, out from their outpost. And at this point, the Carbon team has been able to neutralize and clear the majority of the green units over here, but more being ferried over by WayWay, and I would assume Boomhower is going to be moving out sometime soon. This outpost doesn't have that many defenses at all. Burnie repositioning his tech pod to be hidden in the trees, but we do have Boomhower with a goalie drop going straight for the generator, and didn't drop it on attack, so going to go for the Moneymaker, which at this point is the safe decision, definitely. I don't want to say anything about correct or not at this point because, to be honest, these players know much better than me. I don't want to pretend that I know, but I can obviously tell you that because their fort health is so high, you know, the priority is not kill, drain their life. They have the unit advantage. They have the you know, the map control advantage. They have already been able to get a good surround, neutralize this center close outpost. So if they play it safe, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, and there's probably nothing that the Carbon team can do at this point. And the green team just on the offensive now for the most part. EagleShadow with a couple of the goalies ferried over here. They will probably get the did he set them on a capture or attack? Oh man, I think he set them on attack because they're still moving. You know, if he set them on capture, they would start to attack here. Oh, but EagleShadow now going for the kill, starting to get a little bit desperate. But Burnie also supporting him in his micro. One of the goalies did go down along, I guess that looks like a ratchet debris. and only 2 of them have made it here to the green fort. Grinders going down in defense, and this will probably be shut down very, very quickly, especially because they have a lunchbox, they have an overshield. They're probably not going to be able to get that much damage done, and in the meantime, WayWay will be able to get this top outpost neutralized, and once that happens, the green team will be able to get full map control, domination, and along with domination pretty much comes, you know, the, I don't know, utmost advantage that you can't really make any comeback from, I guess. I know a lot of people complain about the impossibility of comebacks in AirMech, but I personally think it's about at the right spot. I don't really think the domination, personally, this is just my opinion. I know Carbon has implemented it, so I will support their decision, but I personally don't like the domination damage thing. I don't think it's really necessary. If there is a Fort Turtle, you know, in high-tier games, it will end eventually. But it doesn't really hurt that much. What I personally would like to see is overtime damage, not necessarily the back end, but the mechanic to be replaced functionally with something. And we do have now a Burnie again with another Gemini. Well, I guess again is the wrong word because they went with the goalies dropped, but I guess again with another drop. But it's you know, kind of last-ditch effort. They have 0 map control at this point. And there's a random Goliath up here that's, well, random. I guess they could take it in micro. The green team, I don't think they have it on their minimap, do they? Oh, yeah, they do. They have, whoa, wow, why do they have so much map vision? Do you see that, guys? So much map vision. Do they have, like, Atlas or something? I didn't notice. Or do they have parts or pilots or whatever? No, they don't. It's all Anarchy. Anyway, but yeah, Twin Peaks, such a tiny map. You can't really sneak that much by. You know, it's not really an issue of sneaking things. Oh, and EagleShadow almost getting killed there. WayWay shooting his Helix rockets in the air. The same, hilariously enough, the same. Oh, and Necros will be able to get that goalie back, as if Boomhower needs the credits. He has 75k right now, and they're nearing their unit cap. And Burnie might be able to actually get this tech pod. Oh, with a missed land there, he might have been able to get it if he had fired the entire time, but WayWay able to respond quick enough to save it. And at this point, EagleShadow and Burn are just a matter of time before, you know, they have quite a Fort Turtle at this point, but, okay, you know what, I'm going to do a follow on them. Oh, the green team has not been able to grab this top center outpost. So they have not been able to reach that domination state quite yet. That's probably something they want to do. I think they took away the mechanic where once you're being dominated, you have dramatically less income. I think they changed it. They literally swapped that mechanic out, and WayWay getting EagleShadow killed on the ground with his rockets there. But I think they literally switched that mechanic out for what's it called? For the domination damage. So I don't know why I can't think right now. Well, I was reading chat, guys. Just a quick glance at chat. I try to do that sometimes, but now the green team is moving out. They're moving out from pretty much every outpost they can. Even these units have been ferried over from this center close outpost, but now Boomhower, I think that was Boomhower down at the bottom. Yes, player 4. Boomhower is starting to move out now. Plenty of tanks, lots of Gemini, lots of goalie. Absolutely nothing left for this green team, or for the Carbon team. It's 12 to 98. What do they even have? 12. I guess it's whatever they have in their build queue at this point. Lots of hats. Burnie dropping the GG. Lots of units now. This game might have pretty much ended like a few minutes ago, but you know, the turtle that the Carbon team put up did delay that somewhat. You know, I do think that dropping in desperation, I don't really want to call that the right decision, but that was probably the only thing they could have done at that point. Obviously, it was not enough to really damage the green fort at all, and now it is GG. Round 2, game 2 of Bracket Y, going to Festive Present 2 version 2. WayWay and Boomhower taking this game over EagleShadow and Burnie. So stay tuned for the next game, game 2 of Bracket Z.